All is right with the world today. We are
Hi.
here, you guys. We are here, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Greetings,
Hello.
salutations.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
And happy Veterans Day to
That's
those
right.
who have served and are serving. We
Yes,
appreciate you a
we
whole big
do. We
bunch.
love you.
So much.
Yeah, we do.
So very much.
Gosh, we
And
do.
I am kind of like out of sorts because I always thought Veterans Day was on a Monday.
Me
But
too.
like clearly I've just made that
Yeah.
up.
No,
Because
I
it's always
think
November 11th.
historically, I know, I feel like historically it has been on a Monday.
Like, do we like make it a holiday? I don't know. It just
I don't
seems weird
know.
to me today that it's on a Tuesday, but like I know it's always November 11th. I don't know why I'm out of sorts about it. I just am.
Right.
Probably
It's a
because I have
little,
an eye floaty, you guys, that won't go away and it's driving me
yeah, she
crazy.
does have an eye floaty, but her hair
It's a
looks great,
problem.
doesn't it? It's fantastic. It's really
I'm just
good.
middle parting. That's it. Like
She's
everybody's
middle
fussing about my
parting.
hair and it's
Everybody's
just a
freaking
middle
out about
part.
her hair. They just haven't seen her in a couple days, and they're like, "Oh, Mark, like there she is." Right?
I just saw this on Fox right before we came out, and I thought I would mention it. It has nothing to do with anything else we're talking about, but like I just could not believe it. So remember how Mom Donnie won in New York City, and that's
Yeah,
awful, and he's a commie, even though
totally.
he doesn't call himself a commie, he is a commie.
He is an
Well,
Islamo commie. Yes.
Islamo commie, yeah. There's
Hmm.
an actual commie that refers to herself as a commie that is now part of the city council of the city in which I was born.
Elkhart?
So no, I wasn't born in Elkhart. I was
Oh,
born
you're
in
born in
Ithaca,
New
New York.
York. That's right. You're born in Ithaca. That's right. I'm sorry. You were
Yeah,
raised in Elkhart.
I was raised in Elkhart.
That's right.
So she's 20. I don't know her name. It doesn't matter, right? Because she's a commie and who cares? But like she's a commie and she won a seat on the city council of Ithaca, New York. Like actual communists are being elected all over the country. I mean, I
Listen.
know
I
I'm
want
like
to.
exaggerating a little, but it's
No,
a
you're not.
problem.
You're not exaggerating. I want to say that I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by this at all.
That's bad, you guys.
It's
bad.
terrible. It's absolutely terrible, but I'm not shocked.
And
This is my shock
my
face.
son is going to be 20. Like to me, that is insane
Yeah,
that she is a 20-year-old commie and she's going to be making decisions for Ithaca, New York.
It's
Oh my God.
apropos that she is 20 and she's also a communist. That makes all the sense in the world.
It does make all the sense in the world.
Every bit of sense.
And you know what else makes sense is a good pair of work boots for your man.
Oh,
so I told
my
you weeks ago that like we're going to have lots of ideas for you for man gifts for Christmas. And look at that. Look at that.
Aren't they gorgeous? Seriously. Like they have two different well, they have a couple different kinds, but listen, men, especially if you're watching this, these are amazing. Both of our men both of the men in my life have these, both of them, because they're connoisseurs of work boots. They both love these. And I'm going to tell you why they love them, because, well, one of them is my husband is more of a pasture guy. Like he's a ranch guy and he's outside a lot. My boy is a construction manager. So they're both outside. Work boots are a must. They wear work boots all the time. They both have like a million pairs of work boots. They both have a pair of these and they look good, right? They're fantastic looking. They're so durable and like thick and hardy and like, they're great, right? But the thing that they always tell me is that they're super cushy on the inside. You do not have to break them in, because you know how like a lot of work boots, men, you're feeling me on this, you have to break them in. You have sore feet, months-long process of breaking them in. You don't have to do that with Brunt boots. Immediately when you put them on, they like hug your feet. They're really cushy and they're really comfortable, which is such a bonus, especially if you're walking around all day in them. So that's what they totally love about these boots. They're really fantastic. Really, really cool. The founder, Eric Gerard, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. After hearing from tradesmen, like who were tired of big brands putting like style over substance, he made a boot that was just so comfortable. And that makes a huge difference to people who are in them all day. So he also named them after hardworking real tradesmen. So all the names are after real people who do real work, which I love that. I totally love that. So you guys should treat yourself or the man in your life to some Brunt boots. And they also have they have different kinds of workwear, clothing, all sorts of stuff. So you can get $10 off an order with code CHICKS at checkout, bruntworkwear.com. Use code CHICKS and order them today and let them know that you heard about them from the Chicks on the Right. Do it. Brunt.
Do it.
Love it.
All right. It could be like a shorter show today, because we have to talk to our BFF, Scott Jennings, today. So we gotta keep it a little on the short side today. So it may be normal. I don't know. I can never tell. But we're gonna kick it off with a tweet that Trump put out yesterday that is related to the shutdown and specifically what the shutdown is doing, because we're still in it. I mean, despite all the talk about Dems caving, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's still a thing. And it is obviously affecting travel, which is a problem because you and other members of our team are coming to see me this week.
Yep.
And I need you all to get here on time.
Yeah, I know.
So,
and I don't want to go through what I went through last weekend. Believe me.
I don't
I'm
want
already
you to
having
go
like
through that
trauma going to the airport tomorrow. I'm already like,
yeah. I don't want you to go through that either.
I know.
Here's something. Now, it's funny because at least on Fox, I don't pay attention to the other news channels, but on Fox, they're doing one of those like COVID tickers, essentially, where it says, here's how many flights have been canceled. Here's how many delays there are. Like it's in the corner of the screen. And it's so kind of ridiculous because yes, like today, I think I saw already that's like 1,100 flights canceled for today. But then I was like, I wonder how many flights there actually are in any given day in the United States of America. It's 45,000.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah,
when we're talking about 1,100 flights, yes, that is it's a big pain in the ass to anybody that is experiencing it. But I still feel like the odds are in our favor.
That's true. But in my luck, it'll be me because it's always me.
I know. It's always
I'm just saying, it's always me, you guys.
It is kind of always you.
Right. Okay.
But as long as you can make it to Atlanta, Ron will go get you. That's the thing. Like we have a backup plan.
Or I can rent a car or whatever. We'll figure it out.
It's not that far.
But it just sucks, you guys.
It does.
Traveling sucks now. Remember when it used to be fun? It used to be fun to travel.
Oh my God, it was. It used to be fun. People looked good. Like,
right. And
people
now
didn't have like tantrums on flights. It was great.
God, now it's just awful in every way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, in relation to flights being canceled and, delayed and all that, obviously air traffic controllers, which already have a very stressful job as it is, it's doubly stressful right now because they're being required to work overtime. They're not being paid. It's been over a month since they've gotten paid. Most people cannot live that way.
No.
They have to figure out other ways of getting money. And so some of them, they're calling in sick. That's why there's shortages. That's why there's these pressure points. I can't blame them, honestly. And I didn't like the fact that Trump was kind of mean to them because these are people that are just trying to hold it together. And so he tweeted about them. I'm going to make you read his tweet.
Okay.
Here's what he said.
All air traffic controllers must get back to work now. Anyone who doesn't will be substantially docked. For those air traffic controllers who were great patriots and didn't take any time off for the Democrats' shutdown hoax, I will be recommending a bonus of $10,000 per person for distinguished service to our country. For those that did nothing but complain and took time off, even though everyone knew they would be paid in full shortly in the future, I am not happy with you. You didn't step up to help the USA against the fake Democrat attack. That was only meant to hurt our country. You will have a negative mark, at least in my mind, against your record. If you want to leave service in the near future, please do not hesitate to do so with no payment or severance of any kind. You will be quickly replaced by true patriots who will do a better job on the brand new state-of-the-art equipment, the best in the world, that we are in the process of ordering. The last administration wasted billions of dollars trying to fix antiquated junk. They had no idea what they were doing. Again, to our great American patriots, God bless you. I won't be able to send your money fast enough. To all others, report to work immediately. God bless America. President Donald J. Trump. I will say, yes, he is I probably unduly putting pressure on the actual workers rather than putting it off on the people who are in charge of shutting down the country. And I don't know. This is lovely though, that they get a $10,000 bonus. That's pretty nice. Right in time for Christmas. I think that's great. So the people who were steadfast and they showed up and they did the things right, congratulations. We're giving you 10,000 extra dollars. You know what I mean? That's great.
I don't know. It just feel like this was mean. Yeah, I just feel like this was mean because it is hard for a lot of people to survive, 5 weeks without a paycheck, for crying out loud.
I probably would have quit.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. I mean, I'm one of those people I would have been like, I don't really see an end in sight. I'm probably going to go find another job. That's who I am. not all of us are Michelle Obama, and we have a hairstyling team, and we don't buy our stuff off the rack. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, it just, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he was on with Laura Ingraham. Trump was on with Laura Ingraham last night, and she's tough on him. You know what I mean? And I thought I thought rightly so. And she asked him specifically about this tweet, and here is how that went.
Are you worried that, given the fact that we have a deficit of air traffic controllers still, I know we're trying to change that might be a difficult
No, we don't
position?
have much of a deficit, and we have a lot of people want the job. What I was not happy when I saw all these people, we have to, look, life is not so easy for anybody. Our country's never done better. We should not have had people leaving their jobs. And what I basically did is say the ones that stayed, of which there were a lot of them, I'm sending them a $10,000 bonus.
Where's that money coming from?
I don't know. I'll get it from someplace.
The American taxpayer. That's the thing. You're welcome. You're getting a $10,000 bonus. Like, I don't know. It's great. And somebody made a great point. They took that job. They knew it was entailed with that job. It's a hard job, right? Being an air traffic controller is a hard job. I wouldn't want
They
that
say
job.
it's like one of the most stressful jobs ever.
You kind of knew that going in. So, and well, I guess congratulations on your $10,000 bonus. I want a $10,000 bonus.
I also
right?
would like a $10,000 bonus.
Right.
Don't think that that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And we will get back to more of that interview, and specifically because they had a little bit of an argument about the Chinese students, right, at colleges. He lets in $600,000 Chinese students, and she doesn't like it. I know you don't like it, and so I think that you'll appreciate their little back and forth. But before we get to that, really quickly, I just wanted to interject with Senator Kennedy, who always just has such a delicious way with words. He was on a show recently where they asked him about the shutdown, and specifically what Schumer said about the shutdown, and here was his response.
God, please give me patience, because if you give me strength, I'm going to need bail money. What Senator Schumer is suggesting is that we do the dumbest thing possible that won't work. Stupid should hurt more.
It should. Wouldn't it be great if stupid hurt?
That would be
if you just saw it in real time.
Yes.
You and Jasmine Crockett would be walking around going, ow, 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 all the time.
I know. And all the groypers would just be like doubled over in pain.
Always. It'd be great.
All right. So now to the exchange about the Chinese students. Laura, obviously not happy about this, but I did like the fact that they could argue and disagree clearly. And he was very kind about it. You know how he doesn't like it when people disagree with him. And sometimes he can be, he can get real.
I think he likes her, though. I think he likes her.
I think he does, too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why she feels very at ease saying exactly what she thinks. Mm-hmm. Here is that exchange.
MAGA folks are not thrilled about this idea of hundreds of thousands of foreign students in the United States. We have about 350,000 Chinese. One point during COVID, you were going to, push to, get them out, but that was pulled back. You've said as many as 600,000 Chinese students could come to the United States. Why, sir, is that a pro-MAGA position when so many American kids want to go to school and there are places not for them, and these universities are getting rich off Chinese money?
Sure.
Yes.
Never said about China, but we do have a lot of people coming in from China. We always have, China and other countries. We also have a massive system of colleges and universities. And if we were to cut that in half, which perhaps makes some people happy, you would have half the colleges in the United States go out of business.
So what?
Well, I think that's a big deal.
Are they fans
You would have the
of the United States?
Yeah, but you would have, as you know, historically, black colleges and universities would all be out of business. You would have a system of colleges and universities.
So we're dependent on China to keep our university system going?
I think it's good to have, I actually think it's good to have outside countries. Look, I want to be able to get along with the world.
They're not the French. They're the Chinese. They spy on us. They steal our intellectual property.
What, do you think the French are better?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm not so sure. We've had a lot of problems with the French where we get taxed very unfairly on our technology where, they put 25% taxes on American products. Look, assuming everyone treats us badly, because that's the way I am, but we take in trillions of dollars from students. The students pay more than double when they come in from most foreign countries. I want to see our school system thrive, but at the same time, I know you and I disagree. We're never going to agree on it, but that's okay. And it's not that I want them, but I view it as a business. We have millions and millions of people. Also, I want to get along with countries if possible. People are shocked. Remember, Hillary Clinton said, we'll be in a war. I stopped 8 wars in the last 9 months.
I don't agree with him on this at all.
Nope.
And
I don't
perhaps it's because, he just has a different perspective when it comes to sending his kids to college. He didn't. And listen, God bless him. He didn't have to worry about money. He didn't have to worry about his kids getting in because he has endless supplies of cash. Okay. For the rest of us, we have our kids, they get in, they get scholarships and stuff like that. And a lot of these places, like my daughter, for instance, the youngest one, the older two are through college, but the youngest one, like say she wants to go to a school and she wants to swim. A lot of these swim programs, the rosters are taken up by freaking foreigners. It drives me insane. That shouldn't happen. There shouldn't be rosters filled with people from different countries. It should be Americans, maybe 1 or 2. But when you have like 6 or 7 on a roster and they're from out of the country, it's not okay. It drives me insane, you guys. It shouldn't take the place of American kids. American kids should have first priority in American colleges. Period. And we shouldn't have a bunch of foreign kids running around. American kids should have first priority. Period. That is America first. And that I do not agree with him on this at all.
I know. And clearly she did not either. And
No,
I loved her pushback. I loved it.
She's 100% correct.
Totally. Question for you. Are you ready
Yes, I'm ready.
to fall in love with soup?
It's cold out. So Mock is super excited. She's going to make like a big old pot of Readywise soup. She's not supposed to, you guys. She's not supposed to do that, but she's going to do it because it's what she does. She eats that and the banana chips. Okay. It's the season. 'Tis the season. Power outages, freezing temperatures, crazy weather. You got to be ready. Got to be ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at you. And we always have a stash of Readywise food on hand in our storm shelter. Because you just never know, right? You got to have that 72-hour emergency food kit. It lasts up to 25 years, which is crazy, but it does. And all you need is a little bit of water to make the meals. And then everybody in your family is set when you're in a jam. You just never know when you're going to lose power or heat. Your fridge, your freezer is going to be out because that could happen. So you got to make sure that you are ready. They also have a 1-month food supply bundle for longer term needs. They have all sorts of stuff. They have solutions like portable generators and other cool stuff. You just need to go check out their website. You can do that at readywise.com. Use code CHICKS10 for 10% off your order. Build your emergency food supply today. Get all of your supplies ready. Readywise.com for 10% off with code CHICKS10. Do it.
Do it. So there were cute moments in the interview. Obviously, they have great affection for one another and they get along despite their disagreements.
Totally.
Here is just a little clip of when he was showing her around the Oval Office and they were remarking about all the new additions of gold, which is real. And he wants you to know that.
Another one thing with gold.
Why not
You
silver?
can't imitate gold, real gold. There's no paint that imitates
So
gold.
these aren't like from Home Depot or something?
No, this is not Home Depot stuff.
No, not stuff you buy.
This is not Home Depot.
Oh my God, I love it.
So that was cute, right? Like that was a cute
Laura,
little moment.
That is a cute moment. That was really cute.
I'm going to jump around a lot because my mind was just
Why not? I get it. I totally get it.
It was just not. I was like,
Nobody
where
cares.
does this go? It's just going to go right here. And that
Nobody
is
cares.
this next headline is a perfect example. The Daily Mail announcing yesterday that the Olympics is set to ban all transgender athletes from female events after, get this, quote, finding scientific evidence of advantages to being born
Really?
male.
Oh, wow. Water's wet. Thanks, Olympics. Good job. Good job.
I mean, this is good news, but for real, you're going to be like, oh, wait, there's advantages, you say?
God, what a bunch of
what in the world?
freaking morons. Thanks for finding that out after like 10 years.
I mean,
Idiots.
yeah, that was.
And all the women who
wow.
have like gotten the shit beat out of them by men, they're like, really? Seriously?
How'd you find that out?
Florence is like a penis? Really? Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Olympics.
It's just so dumb, but it is good news. So
it is. It's great news. It's great news, but I can't believe that this is news.
I know.
That's what's so absurd about our country right now. In the world, really.
I'm so glad that they found that brand new information.
Groundbreaking.
So happy for them. Also, this next little clip is apropos of absolutely nothing, but the Marine Corps did celebrate its 250th birthday, and there was a ball, and JD and Usha were there. Just the one ball.
A couple balls
and,
with the Marines. Yeah, that's like, there's a couple there, maybe.
And the only reason I'm including this video of their entrance is because I love her dress, you guys.
Fabulous.
Oh my God, they just looked so good.
The Honorable J.D. Vance, accompanied by his wife, Usha Vance.
She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Oh my God.
Yeah, that dress is stunning.
I love it.
You cannot go wrong with black and white. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
You cannot go wrong.
You'll see the whole thing as she turns the corner.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I mean,
that like off the shoulder. I just stunning.
And he's there too. Yeah, you look fine.
Yeah,
JD.
whatever, JD.
I mean,
whatever. You're fine, but your wife, stunning.
Just gorgeous.
I know, right?
There was also a little ceremony. I don't think that's the right word. There was a gathering in the Oval Office yesterday to announce that there's a new ambassador to India, Sergio Gor, who happens to be a close friend of Charlie Kirk and Erica. And so she was there for this announcement. And it was cute because there was a moment where Trump obviously is looking at his, the talking points about this appointee, and he noticed that Erica was on the list of guests in attendance, and I don't think he realized it when he sat down. So when he saw her name, he was very sweet about making sure to recognize her, and then even gave her a chance to speak about Sergio's appointment. So you're going to see those two clips back to back. Yeah, this is Sergio Gor is his name.
Where's Erica?
I don't think she realized she was going to talk either.
Yeah, I don't either. But she's so good.
Oh, yeah. She's great.
Well, he was also very good friends with a guy named Charlie. We just knew him as Charlie. And his wife, who we love so much, is here with us. And maybe, you know how close they were together. Maybe, Erica, you could say a couple of words, please.
Honored to, sir. Charlie loved you. It's hard not to get emotional because I know that he would have been the first phone call when he found out that you were going to be taking this position. And the way that I was able to witness the two of you work together for years and to champion and support the president was absolutely humbling to witness. And I am so proud of you. And Charlie is going to be with you every single day in spirit, and I will be praying for you every day because I know that this is just the beginning of an incredible opportunity for you. And sir, thank you for allowing Sergio to have this beautiful moment.
Thank you very much. Thank you, John. And that man's watching over us right now, right? Okay.
I mean,
yeah. And just off the cuff, she's gorgeous. Her hair.
She's ridiculous.
Hair envy.
Oh, same. I mean, she is
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there was a period of Q&A from the reporters who were gathered. And one of those reporters was Caitlin Clark, right? Can I not ever keep this straight? No.
Caitlin Collins.
See, I can't keep it
Caitlin
straight.
Clark is the basketball player, isn't it right? Isn't that right?
I don't know.
You're making me confused now. Now I'm confused. Stop it.
Caitlin from CNN was one of the reporters. And as you know, and we've talked about it some on this show, Marjorie Taylor Greene has been just handing leftists talking points on a platter, even though she claims to still love Trump and still support Trump.
She
She's doing
basically. She claims to be a pillar of MAGA, and she's full of crap, is what she is.
Yeah, she's just, she's always been a disappointment. I've never, ever liked her.
I know,
but
I know.
Right now, I mean, I just cannot with her. And Caitlin asked the president how he feels about Marjorie and the things that she's been saying. And he had some choice words. Again, you're going to see two different clips about this back to back.
Syrian president earlier today, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is a big ally of yours, said that she would rather see you focused on nonstop domestic policy meetings here at the White House instead of nonstop foreign policy meetings. What's your response to her saying that, and also saying that grocery prices are up and not down, as you've said?
Yeah, so I don't know what happened to Marjorie. She's a nice woman, but I don't know what happened. She's lost her way, I think. But I have to view the presidency as a worldwide situation, not locally. I mean, we could have a world that's on fire where wars come to our shores very easily if you had a bad president. We had a horror.
Here's another.
I passed a great, big, beautiful bill, which is the biggest tax cuts in the history of our country. So when somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's now catering to the other side, I don't know what, I guess she's, got some kind of an act going, but I'm surprised at her. But when somebody like Marjorie goes over and starts making statements like that, it shows she doesn't know.
Yeah. She needs to quit acting like she's MAGA and that she is on our, she's not. She's totally gone to the other side.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know what she's doing, but she is not
and
helping.
If she runs for president, big mistake.
Oh
huge.
my God. I can't imagine.
That
would just be so
It'd
ridiculous.
Be entertaining. It's going to be entertaining. Yes. Do it.
We do have, obviously, we've talked about the fact that Nancy Pelosi is mercifully, thankfully, finally retiring. But you guys, this is a family business, okay? So Christine, her daughter, is going to be running for California State Senate, and it begins.
I can't. I just cannot. These people are just insufferable.
Yeah. It's a dynasty.
And it's disgusting. Stop it. Just stop. Nobody wants you.
Please.
I mean, don't you have enough money just based on all the money that your mom has? Just stop it.
I'm actually surprised she's just not running for Nancy's seat itself. And she's starting out with the state Senate. I mean, I am surprised, genuinely, that she's not just being like,
I'm surprised she's just not waiting for the windfall that she's going to get. Why work at all?
The power. They like the power.
That's sick. I mean, just honestly, do something else. You're going to inherit a shit ton of money. Just go away, lady. These people are awful. I mean, the fact that her mother did that off the backs of the American taxpayer and did all that insider trading, you should be ashamed of yourselves. The whole family should be absolutely ashamed of themselves.
They are not.
Gross.
I can assure you, they are not. Also, interesting admission happened on The View yesterday, and that was that the women were talking about the shutdown, of course, their disappointment with Chuck Schumer. And there was this moment where Sunny Hostin disagreed, or I should say Sarah Haynes disagreed with Sunny Hostin. I don't know exactly what about, because I didn't listen to enough of the clip to care. I only paid attention to this small little snippet, which I thought said a lot about Sunny Hostin. None of it good. Take a listen.
The problem here is it's a privilege to say our food's not affected, our health insured, there are
people in my family that receive SNAP benefits.
I'm not just saying.
Excuse me, what?
Oh my gosh. You got to be kidding, lady.
What?
Okay, so you're loaded and you have people in your family that are on SNAP. Wow, that does speak volumes about you. Oh, benevolent one.
Okay. She alone is worth somewhere between $3 and $6 million. Her husband is an orthopedic surgeon. I'm sure he does really, really well.
I feel like she's worth more than that, Mark.
I mean, that's probably a low estimate. She makes $1.6 million in salary alone on The View every single year.
She lives in a gigantic mansion in an all-white neighborhood. Why can't she take those people in? If she has relatives in dire straits living off of SNAP benefits, take him into your mansion. What's wrong with you? You're a
Mhm.
liberal. Aren't you supposed to be the compassionate one?
Don't you want to pay more taxes for exactly this
Right.
reason? Why don't you just pay your family?
Wow, what a hag. I cannot
I know.
believe she just admitted that out loud.
Yeah, it was
Unreal.
amazing.
Yeah, charity
So-
starts at home, doesn't it, Sonny?
I thought it was supposed to.
I guess not.
That was quite an admission.
Yeah, it was.
Quite an admission.
Mhm.
In other news, Kash Patel's girlfriend is getting sick and tired by some of the woke right and also leftists accusing her of being a Mossad agent, because this is, of course, what they do. If they're not calling you a Jew, which, by the way, is not an insult. Like, I guess Grok, people are now looking up me on Grok, and Grok is saying she is the daughter of a Jew, therefore she has rights to Israeli citizenship, and she could move there, like, by whatever the law is that says I can live in Israel.
Hey, for the record, I want to be
just-
adopted by your dad. I said that many times this weekend, so count me in. If
I
that
know,
means
right?
I want to be, I guess, the daughter of a Jew. So does that make me? What does that make me? I don't know. How does that like make me in relation to the Mossad?
It's
People
just
are
so
sick,
dumb,
man.
And sometimes Grok can just be ridiculous. Like the fact that my dad is Jewish. I was not brought up Jewish. I am not Jewish. I love my dad and I love Jewish people, but like, what is that supposed to prove? Do you know what I mean?
Well, your
Like
mom
people
is
are saying,
Catholic.
see, she's a Jew. And therefore
okay.
everything she's saying is based on her
Okay, well,
Jewishness.
Your mother
Oh
is
my God.
Catholic, so you're half both.
Right.
Actually, you're neither.
Right.
I know you, and you're not either one. You're not
Exactly.
Catholic, and you're not Jewish. You're neither of those things. But people,
It's
they don't
just so
care.
dumb.
They're going to make up their own narrative. So whatever.
Yeah, so I'm probably just a couple steps away from being called a Mossad agent. But Kash Patel's girlfriend is getting sick and tired of it, and she has decided to do something about it. She is now filing a $5 million defamation lawsuit against Elijah Schaffer and Sam Parker for claiming that she is, in fact, a Mossad agent. And so I think this is great. I think that there needs to be a threat to people who are trying to defame you in some way. And so nothing wrong with being a Mossad agent, but like if you're not one, you shouldn't be called one.
God,
do you know what I mean?
I wish people would do that about me so I could sue. I want to do that. Can I do that? That's amazing. Please call me a Mossad agent. Call me that. If that's like an insult, I'll take it and then I'll sue people. Because I would love that. I
That's
gotta
the
send
thing,
a
is
kid to
it?
college. I'd do it.
I don't think she's going to have a hard time with this lawsuit.
With the
I'm glad
defamation?
she's doing it. It's going to be very hard to prove that she has been
Defamed?
that anything negative has happened to her reputation as a result
Right.
of being called a Mossad agent. But listen, good on her for trying. Now, Candace Owens obviously thinks this reflects very, very poorly on Kash Patel. She made her feelings very known. She tweeted about this and said, Kash Patel has to step down. This is excruciatingly embarrassing, which is rich coming from Candace Owens. He is a teenager in love representing the federal government. So what? She is a private citizen and can sue whoever the hell she wants to sue. Candace.
What is she talking about? He's a teenager in love. What does that even mean?
Because the assumption is that because it's Kash Patel's girlfriend, that he's helping her in some legal way with his legal resources.
Ridiculous. It's just so
dumb.
stupid. It's so dumb. Just stop
It's
it.
so dumb. All right, moving on, because we'll get to Candace later. But we do need to talk about Zohran Mamdani, who is really, really starting to show all of his commie colors now that he's been elected and there's nothing people can do about him now, right? So he said all the things, he smiled, he twinkled his eyes, he wooed all the women, the idiots out there to vote for him. And now the colors are coming out. And he is openly being communist with videos like the one that you're about to see.
Starting on day one, we will expand the city's special enforcement programs, doubling fines for hazardous violations and tripling them for conditions that are immediately dangerous. And when a really bad landlord, like this guy, refuses to fix it, the city's going to step in, make the repairs, and send them the bill.
Okay, watch next.
If that doesn't work, the city's taking over the building. We're putting the worst landlords out of business.
He says, we're going to take over the building. So it's
Okay.
theirs. It's the city's.
So you mean like seize the means of production
That's
like
exactly
communists?
it.
So he's saying the quiet part out loud.
Yes.
And people voted for it.
That's right.
Yep. Good luck with that,
Yep.
New York. We warned you. Yeah, we did.
We tried. I mean, we did our
tried.
absolute best. We tried and tried, but
Yep.
the idiots were like, but he's twinkly and
Oh, they love
smiley."
it. They totally
Yeah.
love it. We love him. He's so charming. Okay.
It's just so ridiculous.
Have fun having your property confiscated. Good job with that.
We have a video response, sort of, from the great Lyle Culpepper, who, of course, is famous for his website, coveredIncome.com, which I am endlessly amused by.
I love it.
But before we show you that, we need to remind you about the contest that's taking place with our friends from Chef IQ.
You guys, cooking Thanksgiving turkey, high stakes, because you have a dried out bird. Everybody hates you, right? This is why I don't do turkey at Thanksgiving. I go out to eat, but some people do this, and I've done it like maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. And I would have used Chef IQ if I did it, because then I would have been like the winner at Thanksgiving. Chef IQ sends their wireless thermometer. It's awesome. It takes the guesswork out. You have to have like a certain temperature for turkey. I don't know. I don't understand any of that stuff, but Chef IQ does. If you're roasting, grilling, searing, smoking, it can help you with all that stuff. So it tells you that on the app, like when to flip things, when to take things off of heat. Like it tells you when things are done, and it does it for steaks, chicken, fish, turkey, anything that you cook, any sort of meat. So you can get one of these at chefiq.com. Okay. And we have the biggest turkey fail story contest going on. If you send us your biggest fail to chicks@radioamerica.com by November 16th, that's coming up in 5 days. You can win a Chef IQ Sense. So send your biggest fail to chicks@radioamerica.com. And we're going to announce the winner live during the show on November 18th. And then get 30% off site-wide with code chicks at chefiq.com. Do it. Great gifts for Christmas, you guys. Really great gifts.
For real. All right. So here is Lyle Culpepper's response to the video that you just saw of Zohran Mamdani.
Good morning, New York City. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. Because we have an exciting new program we're starting in partnership with my dear friend, Assemblyman Lyle Culpepper.
Yes, we promised you lots of free stuff, but we need money to pay for that free stuff. And that's why we're launching Covered Income New York City.
Why should you have to earn your own income if the city can just cover it for you?
If you voted for us, you will get covered income.
Is this a Ponzi scheme? Yeah, kind of.
But isn't that just what socialism is?
I got covered income, and so can you.
Visit coveredIncome.com for more information and get covered income today.
Just kidding. I am like a 12-year-old boy with that.
Oh my God, me too. I'm 13. I'm at least 13, and I'm a 13-year-old boy when I watch that. It's hysterical.
Oh my God.
CoveredIncome.com, you guys.
Visit. Make sure to check out the logo.
Check it out. The logo's the best. It's a
so
penis.
good.
Just, spoiler alert, it's a penis.
Right.
It is.
All right. Speaking of terrible people other than Zohran Mamdani, we need to talk momentarily about Jasmine Crockett, who she has fans inexplicably. She does have admirers. One of them, I guess, is such an admirer that she even decided to lick Jasmine's shoes. I'm not making this up, and she's proud of it. It is radio host Stephanie Miller. I've never heard of her, but you're about to see a video that they made talking about it.
Oh.
Can you confirm that I just kissed your sneakers? This is true. She's on camera saying she'll do the radio. I am. We're doing it. Future senator of the great state of Texas. I'm gonna miss Ted Cruz so much. He's so likable. Oh my God.
And then they'll turn around and she'll be like, "MAGA's in a cult."
Right.
Okay. All right.
So Stephanie was very happy to share the photos and admitted. She said, "Why, yes, I did kiss the sneakers of Jasmine, and I do worship the ground she walks on." And she was lovely about it. I have a hard time thinking Jasmine was lovely about anything.
Right.
But
we're the cult members. We are.
Yeah, it's us.
Okay, it's us. We're the problem. Okay, Stephanie.
So Jasmine did an interview with someone. I don't know who this fellow is, doesn't matter. But she was asked by this guy, is it true that you are considering a run for Senate? And here's what she said about that.
Yeah, I am considering it, is what I can tell you. I think that we're living in unprecedented times. And I think an unprecedented candidacy is what we need to do in Texas if we're going to do something different. And so I think when you're talking about how expensive these races are, starting with someone who is known and has a brand that doesn't take shit from anybody. So we'll see, but we don't want to just do something just to be doing it. We've got to be very thoughtful. And as you said, my attorney general is a fucking train wreck.
Okay.
Texas, we got to do better. I mean, we really need to do better, Texas, because she hasn't accomplished anything. She hasn't for constituents. She's just a talker. She's not a doer, and she's talking a good talk. So, I mean, it could happen. I wouldn't put it past Texas. We've got some dumbass people in this state that are making, we're turning purple here. There are a lot of people that have moved here. There's a lot of purple here. It makes me really uneasy, but we got to do better.
Oh God, I cannot imagine.
Right.
There was also a part of the same interview. I know this is totally meaningless and pointless to talk about, but we're gonna. The way she's now, I guess, decided that because someone close to the Trump administration purchased the Dominion voting machines, that now that means that Republicans are going to use them to cheat somehow. I don't know, because Democrats told me that Dominion machines were super safe,
right,
and that they were untamperable. So I don't understand what she's saying. But I just thought it was really weird how she says the word Dominion. And so I don't know why she overpronounces it, but she says it Dominion. Like she says all of the syllables.
It's a 4-syllable word. Where it's
Dominion.
like everybody else, it's 3-syllable, but for her, it's 4 syllables.
Yeah. And I just thought it was strange, and I just wanted to know if I was the only one.
Okay.
Here it is. You can watch for yourself.
We do know that one of his friends has purchased Dominion. So it's going to be really important for us to educate all states that we can to make sure that their Secretary of States are like, we don't want the Dominion machines. Because I personally believe that ally purchased Dominion so that he could potentially play with the machines, because we know that they're trying to cheat by changing the lines for the midterms. And I think that they're trying to solidify their cheat potentially with the voting machines.
Wait, so they're bad? Is she saying that Dominion is bad?
Dominion. I mean, I thought they really liked Dominion.
I thought so too. I thought Dominion was on the up and up. Somebody's going to have to figure this out for us, because Dominion.
Are we going to always say it like that from
always,
now on?
Always. From heretofore, Dominion.
Because I think I might be saying it like that from now on.
Yep. Here we go.
All right. Switching gears, the reason for my name today is because Stevie Nicks recently did an interview where she talked about aborting her unborn child that she conceived with Don Henley. And this is not a new story. Most people kind of know that story, especially if you're from our age bracket.
Right. If you're a Gen X or a boomer.
Font, if you will. If you share our font, then you're well aware of Stevie Nicks and the history of her basically sleeping with every possible band member of Fleetwood Mac. So
well, Don Henley was the father of this child. He wasn't a member of Fleetwood Mac. She slept with Lindsey Buckingham. That was the one that Silver Springs, that song. You guys know I love that freaking song, by the way. It's seriously one of my favorite songs. But Silver Springs was written about her and Lindsey. She slept with Lindsey. She slept with everybody. But like Don Henley, that's the one that she fathered this child with that was aborted, correct?
Yes. It was Don Henley's baby that got aborted. And as far as I know, did he ever have any children ever?
I don't think so. No.
Which is so sad to me. You know what I mean? That's so sad.
Right. Because I mean, she's saying that she thinks that this baby would have destroyed Fleetwood Mac, but essentially she snuffed out an entire life. And imagine the possibility of this child. I mean, it was the child of Don Henley and Stevie Nicks. So imagine what this child would have done. I mean, the potential of that child will never be fulfilled. And I just think to myself, imagine maybe the voice of that child with those parents. That's what I think of. And That makes me sad. And it also
It is
sucks,
sad.
It also sucks that she thinks that she couldn't have a career and have kids. Cause listen, sometimes it's hard, but you can do that.
And just her whole attitude about, I mean, she's speaking about it because she wants to promote this idea of, you know, pro-abortion.
Right.
And she sounds just so completely selfish,
Completely.
and self-serving and just gross. I don't know why she thinks this makes her look good in any way, but you can judge for yourself. Oh, good.
I got pregnant and it was like, why? I have an IUD. I am totally protected. I have a great gynecologist. How come this has happened?
So you took all the precautions.
Yes. And I'm like, this can't be happening. Fleetwood Mac is 3 years in and it's big. And we're going into our third album. It was like, oh, no, 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 no. It would have destroyed Fleetwood Mac.
If you had a baby.
Absolutely. Because many reasons. I would have tried my best to get through, you know, being in the studio every single day, expecting a child, but mostly having a child with Don Henley would not have gone over big in Fleetwood Mac with Lindsay and me, who we'd been broken up for 2 or 3 years. It would have been a nightmare scenario for me to live through.
It takes some courage to step into the waters of the abortion debate.
Yes, it does.
Why take the risk?
Because everybody kept saying, well, somebody has to do something. Somebody has to say something. And I'm like, well, I have a platform. I tell a good story. So maybe I should try to do something.
Yeah. I mean, she thinks that, and Don Henley had 3 children. That's what people
Oh,
are
I'm so
saying.
glad.
I am too. I am too. I mean, again, she said that baby would have destroyed her career and would have destroyed Fleetwood Mac, but she destroyed a potential life that could have been amazing.
Yeah.
It could have been amazing. Imagine what he or she would have done and could have been. And that makes me sad. It makes me sad. It makes me sad for her.
The excuses were so lame too. Like I would have had to go into the studio pregnant every day. Okay. So that's how that works. You know, women who are pregnant do have to go to work and do the things that they do every day.
You would have been the first, Stevie. Yeah.
But then she also was like, and you know, it would have been like really, really a disaster with Lindsay, who we had broken up 2 or 3 years ago. Why? Why would that have been such a big deal for you to have been involved with someone when you were not with Lindsey Buckingham anymore?
Yeah.
What is that? Did he not think you were ever going to sleep with anybody again?
Maybe who gives a crap what he thinks?
Right.
Who cares?
I mean, it's just it was the dumbest excuses ever.
It's selfish. And she was selfish for doing it. And that I wish I could unknow all of this.
I know.
Because listen, she's an incredible artist. And so is Don Henley. And so is Lindsey Buckingham. And they all are. I love the music of Fleetwood Mac. I love the music of Don Henley. I just wish I could unknow all of this because they're all freaking selfish and it sucks. And it makes me sad for all of them. Because you know what? You don't have to do it. It sucks that she thinks that she had to choose one or the other. It's kind of like I teach my daughter, and I know you do the same with your son. It's like you don't have to choose. You can do both. We do both. You can do both. Period.
Yep. But it just goes to show sort of the psyche of pro-abortion weirdos. And here's another video. Unfortunately, this comes from the campus of Texas Christian University. The students there are, well, you'll see the video and you'll see the responses of these kids and you'll just be disgusted.
Week before the puppy is born, they're literally ripping apart the puppy in the mother's womb, limb by limb, suctioning out the brain of the puppy. That they should protect all puppies even starting in the womb, you know what I mean? Yeah. They're actually doing the same exact thing to human beings. Actually, what they're doing is, this was the abortion center in DC. That was a Harriet right there. She was actually 30 weeks old. So just like with puppies, they're actually taking human beings and they're ripping them apart in the womb. So there's just a petition to sign for saving babies as well.
Yeah, I'm okay with this, thank you.
Oh my
You're okay
God.
with, you mean you're not signing it for the babies?
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Are babies less important than puppies?
Yeah, I
the
believe
puppies are cuter.
I believe it. I totally believe it. Look at all the people, especially the leftists, especially they believe in like saving the animals. They want to save all the puppies. They have so much empathy for animals, none for babies. None.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting. But that's how, I mean, they've been brainwashed, literally brainwashed, this generation. It is
to
really
just
sad.
not care about humanity at all.
Right. It's
It's
I mean,
so
look
gross.
at our culture and how people treat one another. And
Mhm.
it doesn't surprise me at all that those kids feel that way at Texas Christian University.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's just
Yeah.
vile.
It's gross.
And by the way, pro-life is one of the causes that the Concerned Women organization fights so hard for, and you can get involved if you're not already.
You really should, you guys. This organization is 45 years old. They know how to get you in. Like, if you don't know where to start and you're like, I just want to get involved in my community and politics, but I don't know where to start, they can help you do that. They can help with templates if you want to write people. They can help you get involved in just different mobilizations within your community, like whether it's women's groups, young women's groups, mature women's groups, professional ones, outreach to moms, things like that. They're fantastic. And they focus on the issues that we care about, like family sanctity of life, like Mock said, religious liberty, parental choice and education, fighting sexual exploitation, and support for Israel. Go figure. So they are fantastic. We love them so much. All you got to do is donate $20 or more, and you're going to get a copy of their book written by their CEO, Penny Nance. It's called A Woman's Guide, 7 Rules for Success in Business and Life. It's a great gift. I'm all about the gifts this time of year. So you get that. All you got to do is go to concernedwomen.org/chicks. And you can get that. And then you can become part of this incredible organization and they will help you get more involved. Do it. Go to concernedwomen.org/chicks. Do it.
All right. We're going to talk about Candace because there is some juice happening. There is some cat fighting happening.
I didn't want to talk about it yesterday. I was like, I'll just wait until Mock is back. Here we go.
Well, listen, any chance that we can share when Candace looks really, really bad, I'm happy to do it because she is a detestable, horrible person.
Totally.
So it turns out, unbeknownst to many people until just now, that she did an interview with CNN weeks ago. And now the CNN video is out. I think you have to see the whole thing, you have to like be a CNN Plus person, which I don't know who would do that. But if you want to see the whole thing, you can. You don't need to though, because the main clips are out. And the one clip, she just looks so mean and awful in every clip I've seen from this interview. And her face is just so angry at how she's being asked questions by this reporter whose name is Elle Reed. And listen, I don't have great things to say about the reporter either. She looks exhausted to me. I don't know what it is about her tired face and just like tired presence. I don't like her at all. But she did press Candace on this whole Charlie, like who assassinated Charlie thing, and this notion that the people closest to Charlie betrayed him. And that's what she asked about in this clip.
You say you believe that Charlie Kirk was betrayed by someone close to him. What do you mean?
I think that in the coming weeks, there's going to be a lot of financial reports that are coming out. And I, first and foremost, do not believe that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. I want to be very clear on that. Whether he was involved, I think the answer is yes. I think that's obvious.
And your basis for saying he didn't act alone is what?
I don't know, maybe the weird Fed messages that were concocted out of thin air that had no timestamp and were written like they were speaking in 1822, among other things. Their lack of an ability to answer any basic questions about what took place.
But do you have any proof that the messages were made up? Because that would be easily proven.
Yeah, but they didn't put timestamps on them, and Discord came out and said they didn't exist.
This was supposedly text messages, not Discord messages. It's my understanding from the indictment.
I actually did not read that they were text messages.
The indictment calls them text messages.
What would it be like the feds are like on a computer, like typing it out back and forth?
That's exactly what it is. The feds made up the text messages.
But you don't have anyone from like the FBI telling you that, or law enforcement? I have leaks. Okay.
No.
Has anyone leaked to you?
And Tyler Robinson has.
But has anyone said to you, even off the record, like, yeah, we faked these?
I have very strong sources everywhere on both sides.
Well, I look forward to seeing the evidence of that.
Sure. Because when we keep talking about evidence, it's like, who's going to present that evidence? Like the mainstream media? Like who are you expecting to come out?
Yes, that would be a hot story.
No, it wouldn't be.
It would be.
It wouldn't be.
If the FBI, like if I had a source telling me, like if I had proof that the FBI faked those messages, that would be an enormous story.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we live in a post-Epstein world, and we know how stories get shut down. And
Did you see the nostrils flaring and how mad she was to be pressed? God, I loved it. I loved it.
She doesn't like that. She's just, can you imagine like what a conversation is like with her just on a personal level? Like her talking to her husband. There's so much, she's just constantly on the defense. She's just so angry.
Yeah, she's a miserable, miserable person.
Can you imagine what that's like? Yeah.
I cannot.
Like if her husband is like, you going to pick up the kids today? I don't know. You think I'm going to pick up the kids today? What do you think? like just a personal conversation. I just can't, then again, she does a driver. She's not going to pick up the kids today. But I mean, that was probably a terrible example. But I mean, just like regular everyday interactions.
I wish that Elle at that point, when she was like, I have leaks, I have strong sources, then show it. Then why do you drab all this information out? Like, why do you plot this out? Well, exactly. That's the point. That's why I wish Elle would have said, why are you doing this if not for clicks? Why aren't you just showing the evidence that you have? Just bring it out.
It's rage engagement is what it is. What my favorite is people will get on our site and they'll be like, she's got the #1 podcast in the world. You chicks are nothing. You're shit. And you're making fun of her. And I'm like, okay. I mean, listen, there's comparison. I can make all comparisons all day long about why some people are popular and some people aren't. I mean, Hitler had many followers and Jesus had 12. I'm just putting that out there. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a terrible comparison, but I'm just saying it's not like just because somebody has a lot of followers doesn't mean that they're right.
Right.
It doesn't mean that they're right.
I did see a great comparison. I thought that somebody was like, and Temu is like the #1 retailer in the world, and their stuff is absolute garbage. Right. So
it doesn't.
I think that is the perfect analogy for Candace's show.
It's a better analogy than mine. It probably is a better analogy than mine because people will be like, oh God, Hitler. But I'm just putting it out there that it doesn't mean that. It doesn't,
it's a good
just
product.
Because somebody's popular. I mean, it's kind of like in high school. The popular girl in high school, let's just get real. She peaked in high school. Come on, you guys. You know she did. I mean, come on. That's the thing. It doesn't really mean much. I don't really pay much attention to popularity. I pay attention to, like, what are those people saying and who are they? That's at least what I teach my kids.
Well, and imagine if she used that platform, because, she was obviously in mega celebration mode when she learned that her podcast is the #1 podcast in the world.
Of course.
But that's what she talked about. She didn't say, you know what, that's great. And I'm glad I can use my platform to preach the gospel, which she ostensibly cares about, but never actually does. Exactly. She doesn't use her platform for any good at all whatsoever, except to self-enrich. And if you can't see that as a Candace follower at this point, after what you just saw with the CNN clip, you are delusional.
Right.
You're delusional.
Listen, we got I hesitate to even say this on the air, but we got an email from somebody, and I'll try to be as tactful as I can about it. We got an email from somebody who's a little bit irritated with me about how sometimes I poke at Catholics here on the show. I mean no disrespect to anybody out there who is a Catholic. I really do. I have friends and family who are, in fact, Catholics. But she is a Catholic, and Nick Fuentes is a Catholic. And the Christ is King whole thing that they're saying, they're hijacking that, and they're representing themselves as Catholics. I'm just saying this, y'all, as Catholics, you need to get a handle on that, because I don't think it's a very good representation of people who are very good Catholics. Because the lovely lady who wrote me yesterday, and she is lovely. She's just a wonderful, wonderful person. And I know she has a good heart. And Candace and Nick Fuentes are not good representations of that woman who wrote me. You see what I'm saying? So instead 100%. of coming after me and saying, oh my God, don't be mean to Catholics, you need to start speaking out against people like her and him and all these people that have Christ as King and they are not Christ-like.
Yeah,
Because
take
it's
the
not.
arrows because not enough
Right.
people are.
They
and
need
so we
right.
need more.
Exactly.
So the best part about this interview is that it has caught out Candace in a bunch of lies, and namely one that is self-created. So she actually tweeted a clip of the interview saying, here's another clip from the CNN interview where she asked me what I mean when I say they. Please excuse my language. This was only a couple of days after Charlie was murdered, and I was not in the mood for stupid. That is a really important sentence to remember as we move on to this fight that she's having with Alex Clark. It was a couple of days, she said, after Charlie was murdered. Okay, so here's the clip in which you can also see what an absolute C word she was to Elle Reid in this interview.
They is a word, so like I don't need to always like say they. Like it's just a weird. It's like this is one of these psychology tactics where you're like, who is they? Who is they? And it's like,
Because it sounds like you're saying Jews.
does the word they mean Jews?
When you're talking about Jews, yes.
But if I'm not talking about Jews, then they doesn't mean Jews. When I say they want us to believe this or they want us to believe that, and you hear Jews, that's your own derangement, right? If I want to say something about Jews, I'll say it. If I want to say something about Israel, I will say it. If I want to, just like when I want to say something about black people, I'll say it. When I was saying during BLM, they want us to believe, nobody said, do you mean Jews? And so again, it's one of these trash tactics to make people fearful to speak. If I want to say Jews, I will say Jews. I don't fear saying Jews. When I say Zionists run the media, I mean Zionists run the media. People that support the political ideology of Israel run the media. Any other things that I can help clarify?
But are you familiar with this like very
so
long-standing
awful.
trope?
Couldn't
that
give a shit about a trope.
So, isn't it interesting, by the way, that she's like, Zionists control the media and she has the #1 podcast in the world? How does that make sense? Help me understand that.
I know, like make it make sense. I know. Exactly.
I don't get it. I just don't. I don't
I
get
don't
that.
understand it either. I don't.
So Alex Clark, who works for Turning Point USA, and listen, I'm just going to say it. Alex Clark was on our radio show way back in the day. Like,
you're saying it.
Was on,
Look
I'm
at
saying
you.
it.
You're saying
so
it.
I'm saying it. So she was an Indianapolis radio DJ in the same city as us. And then she started kind of hinting on that show just a little bit because it was just like a regular top hits kind of program.
Yeah.
But she started talking a little bit about politics like way back in the day. And so we thought, you know what? Good for her. Let's give her a platform. Let's bring her on the show. And we had her on the show. It was lovely. She was lovely. We had a lovely time.
And she really loved what we did. She loved how we were giving conservatism a makeover. She loved being on our show. We gave her like the first conservative platform ever. Look at us go.
Look at us go. And then, a few years later, obviously, the history. She now works for Turning Point, and she created this what was the name of it? Poplitics, and said
conservatives is what she does.
Yes, and said this was novel. It was like the first show ever to talk about pop culture and politics together, and we were
weird.
Like,
"Wait, that's weird.
What?
Kind of weird because we've been doing this for like 15 years. That's kind of right.
Remember us?" So yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of fans of hers out there. I just thought it's important that we just kind of say that there's a history there and
little history.
Just bit of history. But very, very happy that she is speaking out because so many Turning Point folks aren't about all of the nonsense that Candace is spewing about Charlie. One of the things that Candace did in her show was she attacked Alex Clark for doing a Wall Street Journal story about Charlie Kirk, I think 4 or 5 days after his death. And, she was talking about like what she had learned from Charlie and how he was inspiring her going forward. And obviously, because it was a big story, there was like a photo shoot, and Candace went after her for doing that interview so soon after Charlie's death. Remember the tweet that you just saw saying that she did an interview 2 days after Charlie's death, but she went after Alex and even like got bitchy about the fact that Alex was wearing a pair of boots. I don't know why that was a problem, but apparently it was a problem.
She called them like high boots, which
high boots.
You might just want to just call her slutty. Is that what you want to call her?
Is that what she meant?
That's what she meant by that. She called it, she's wearing her high boots, which I mean, you might as well just come out and say that. I wear high boots. I like high boots. What's wrong with high boots?
What? Okay. So it was super bitchy. And Candace she's an absolute C word. So Alex is speaking up and I'm super glad about it. Here, it's a 2-pager. You need to read Alex's tweet about Candace.
Here we go. When Candace first launched her so-called Davidic crusade to defend Charlie and uncover the truth behind his assassination, she accused me of being unfazed by his death and publicly condemned me for giving an interview to the Wall Street Journal a week later, calling my timing and tone icky and insinuating that I and TPUSA were somehow exploiting Charlie's death to advance our mission. It should be noted that I was the only TPUSA contributor who declined all media for the first week. Normal people don't respond to death the way they did, she attested. But we responded in the only way Charlie would have wanted. 1, empowering law enforcement allies like Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, 2 men Charlie himself advocated for to secure positions within the administration, to pursue justice for his killer, and 2, working tirelessly to ensure that Charlie's message and legacy were amplified across the globe. Exactly what that Wall Street Journal article did. That was the beginning of Candace's tirade against the very people Charlie called his closest friends and mentors. She stopped just short of outright accusing them of orchestrating his death, preferring instead to just ask questions and say the vibes are off, or otherwise insinuate what she didn't have the courage or legal standing to claim directly, likely fearing another defamation lawsuit.
Here's the second part of her tweet.
Candace has said she was virtually incapacitated with grief in the days following Charlie's death, that she couldn't bear to speak to the media about it. Yet by her own later admission, this was false. While defending her incoherent CNN interview, she excused her erratic answers by saying it was recorded a couple days after Charlie's death. She now says it was 2 weeks after the assassination. I was icky and self-seeking for talking to the media a week after his death to honor Charlie's legacy, mind you. But when Candace jumps to do a CNN interview about conspiracies she started, not even honoring him, a couple of days after his death, she's Charlie's guardian angel. Cool. Makes sense. Since then, she's been weaving strings of evidence connecting Charlie's mentors and allies, everyone at TPUSA is involved in a cover-up, to sinister motives, all while accusing them of mismanaging or profiting from his death. Candace, positioning herself as Charlie's self-styled David, claims she's only seeking truth. But it's becoming increasingly clear that she's projecting, doing precisely what she accuses us of doing, leveraging Charlie's death for brand awareness and personal profit. Yep. Unlike David, however, Candace hasn't slain a giant. She's been sparring with a lightweight, libtarded CNN reporter and somehow still losing.
Oh, damn. So Candace didn't like that, as you can imagine. And she said that it was all debunkable. And she shared an email exchange that she or her team had with Elle. And she said, so easy to debunk. You are beyond pathetic for trying this, she said to Alex Clark. Number 1, see email below. My CNN interview was booked before Charlie died, and it was related to my book launch. We kept the interview, which took place 20 days after he had passed, and we told them in writing multiple times that I wanted no questions about Charlie. Despite this, CNN was CNN and violated our request and asked about him once cameras were rolling. Number 2, you awarded an interview to the Wall Street Journal about Charlie's death 4 days after he was gone and chose to pose outside of his public memorial site in high boots. We are not the same. Number 3, Davidic was Charlie's word, not mine. And then she included a screenshot of the exchange she had with Elle saying, you know, Candace wants to refrain from discussing the passing of her friend, Charlie Kirk, at this time. If this changes, I'll let you know. Additionally, given the events of last week, please let us know, blah, 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 blah. So all of a sudden, she went from saying she did that CNN interview 2 days after he died to 20 days. That's her lie. Okay, so she needs to own it and decide when it was that she did the interview.
She's not going to own it.
Like, what the hell?
There is
and
no
one
owning.
ever holds her to account for this.
No, especially her people. They're just going to be like, she's number 1. She's number 1. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Whatever.
So Alex again responded to that nonsense and she said more than once in an attempt to excuse her rude attitude, this was a couple days after Charlie was murdered. Lie, it wasn't. I couldn't even speak to the press. I still haven't spoken to the press, actually. Lie. She did, she had. Told them multiple times in writing I didn't want to talk about Charlie. Lie. Via her rep, they in fact got permission. CNN violated our request and asked about him once cameras were rolling. Lie. They violated nothing. And then Elle herself said, let me just insert something for the record. For clarity, Owens, via her rep, did agree to talk about Charlie Kirk before our interview. Here are the receipts.
Oh my God. It's because thank you. So long as Charlie is discussed in a tasteful way, that's fine. I understand you have to ask. I would just keep it to 1 or 2 questions about his passing. She's still mourning, so it's a sensitive topic. Okay, so she did agree to it. She's a liar. She's a lying liar from Liar Town.
Exactly right. And A.L. Jacoby said, breaking, CNN just exposed that Candace Owens did speak about Charlie Kirk 20 days after his murder, September 30th. Yet on October 6th, she claimed she hadn't spoken to the press and attacked Alex Clark for doing so, calling it icky. Candace Owens is caught in another big, fat lie.
Yeah, and she made fun of her slutty boots. Listen.
I mean,
what's that about? Some of us like slutty boots, okay?
And then just to finalize and end our Candace discussion for today, one quick clip from her show yesterday in which her new thing to be outraged about is, and keep in mind, she's a Catholic, a self-avowed Catholic. She's mad, apparently, that TPUSA has faith. This is her new reason to be mad.
Right.
What the hell is this, you guys?
I had a phone call with someone, by the way, who's extremely close to this current administration. And they said completely offhandedly, we were not even really discussing Charlie, but then they said, you know, something that's really weird. I was at Charlie's memorial. She said, when did Turning Point become so faith focused? She's like, I remember, obviously, Charlie always spoke about his evangelical faith. She's like, but when you guys were running around starting all these Turning Point chapters, it was all about free markets and capitalism. And she was like, and I was at the rally and it was suddenly faith, 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 pastor, 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 pastor. And I said, you know, that is actually interesting. That is true, that it just kind of started. And then it was almost the biggest thing about Turning Point. It's really interesting to consider that. Turning Point suddenly got super de-duper faithful with what I would say is an interesting cast of characters, the wrong characters.
What a complete hag.
Yeah, it's you guys.
Oh my God.
This, and I have said, I think I said this a couple weeks ago. One of the things that I thought was so amazing and the positive thing that we can take from Charlie's death, his murder, is that so many people came back to Christ. So many people at his memorial were like moved by that. And they were like, okay, we're going to start a TPUSA chapter at this college. So many chapters were formed. So many kids were going back to God. Why does she want to squelch that? Why would you want to, as a Christian, why would you want to put a damper on that? Why? Why would you
Why would you
that?
sneer about it? Like, why would you say that this is a negative thing? By the way, TPUSA Faith, that part of that wing of their organization started in 2021.
Yeah.
This is not a new thing.
It's not new.
And for her to be all mad about it, what the hell?
You can go Google him talking about his faith. He talked about his faith all the time. He was very strong in his faith.
It's the most important thing.
He was unashamed of his faith. That's one of the things I love so much about him. That's who he was. So she's full of shit. And that is concerning to me. When she starts putting that forward, she's calling other people demons. Get bent.
She's so awful. Absolutely
oh my
awful.
gosh. And again, people get mad at me when I start talking about Catholicism, but that whole Christ is King thing, it's
that brand of Catholicism is bad.
It's bad.
Yeah. All right, we need good stuff. I've got good stuff. It's all animals all the time, you guys. And we're going to start out with a cat who's probably in a similar situation as a lot of you who have cats out there. Right now, there is snow on the ground in a whole bunch of places, and this cat is not having it.
Okay, let's go out in the snow.
Let's go outside. I didn't think they went outside.
Oh yeah.
I thought they went in litter boxes inside.
You want to go out in the snow?
They do, but they like to be outside.
Really?
Except in this.
I mean, the whole point of a litter box, if they're an indoor cat, is to be inside. He's like, I'm not doing this. I'm a diva.
I mean, you know that there's like outdoor cats.
Yeah, but usually they're barn cats and they're always outside. And they just, if they see snow, they're probably like, I'm staying in the barn today. I'm not doing this.
It's funny because even indoor cat, like I always had indoor cats. My family always had indoor cats and they always wanted out. And most of it, the time they just wanted to roll around in the sunshine, but send them out in snow and they are
They're
divas.
like,
they do not like that at all.
Yeah.
At all, as you
No.
can see.
I feel that. I feel them.
So we've shown this precious little greyhound before. This is the greyhound that gets dressed up in very, very interesting outfits. And you better say it's cute, according to the owner.
I totally will say it's cute.
Well, it's a warning.
It's a warning.
Better say it, especially about this particular outfit.
Here we go.
My dog wants to show you his new outfit, and you better say he looks cute.
Oh my God.
This is my favorite one for sure.
Okay, he's cute. A little much. A little Elton John-ish for me, but he's cute. Look at him. I can't.
Poses. I cannot.
That guy is so awesomely gay. I just love it.
So gay.
I love it.
So gay.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, so gay. Also, here is Nani, and Nani has a ritual that Nani performs every time he or she, I'm not sure the gender of this dog, anytime it's time to eat, this is what happens. Nori, sorry, Nori.
Nori. It's the same kind of dog, isn't it? Is it the same kind? It's a little
I
crazy.
think it might be, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So jumpy.
He's so bouncy. I love him. Oh my God. You need a dog like that. You've got to have a dog that has that much personality. You really do.
What are you saying about Maisie? Maisie has personality. It's just blank.
She's very, very chill. Maisie is so expressionless and chill. She's like the opposite of Mock as a dog. It's so bizarre.
It's
And I
true.
love her. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love her. She is so chill, you guys. But
such a good girl.
expressionless and just calm all the time.
All the time.
And then my dogs are always tearing shit up, running around. Everything's knocked over. It's crazy.
So at Thomas's service, we invited 2 therapy dogs, like bereavement dogs, they call them. And it was a doodle of some sort and a lab puppy. And Maisie got along with them great. And it was just so nice to have like all the dogs there.
Doodle. The doodle was precious.
So soft. Oh, precious.
My gosh. So precious. Bodhi, right?
Bodhi and Sufi was
Yes.
the
Bodhi-
lab, I think.
Bodhi
Yeah.
and I were like, I just loved him.
So precious. So dogs probably are the most inefficient drinkers
Yeah.
ever. Like if you've ever seen one of those slow-mo videos of how a dog scoops up the water under its tongue and then like kind of, it's just really inefficient. And so there's a montage now of the crazy ways that dogs drink. Please enjoy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Leave it to Jack Russell, always.
Bruce, stop! Oh my God.
That's awesome. What? And then cows get their whole snoot in there and they suck.
Really? Like a straw?
Yeah, they just suck. They just snoot, suck. It's really interesting. I'm gonna have to get a video of my cows drinking.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's really weird.
That's
Yeah,
wild. Oh
they
my
drink
gosh.
in a weird way.
All right, it's time for some thank yous and so many apologies to the people who sent things on Venmo like over the last couple days. Obviously, Daisy doesn't see those, and so I have to grab them. So these are old, and I apologize so much because I know one of them was in particular very, very timely, and I feel bad about that. You'll see it in a second. First, Jennifer Vanderbeek said Coeur d'Alene's mayoral election was probably a response to Doug Wilson and his minions. Check him out if you want to be disgusted. That came Thursday, I think.
Okay.
Let's see. Nancy Katz said on Facebook, I posted a picture of the Twin Towers. I had some Gen Zers come after me, arguing that my generation taught them how to share in kindergarten, and now we're mad about it. Stupidest argument in favor of socialism I've ever heard. I was called Islamophobic and an idiot.
They can call me Islamophobic all they want.
Yeah, same.
I don't
You just
care.
can't
Don't
take
give
the
a crap.
arrows. Don't worry about it.
Whatever.
Laura Hazen, very generous, said, Happy Thankful Thursday to you amazing chicks. Thank you for keeping us in the know. Huge hugs and love. Very, very sweet.
Laura.
And then this
So
one
nice.
just broke my heart. Patrick Kenny. Yesterday, November 5th, my 31-year-old autistic son Logan succumbed to his 7-year battle with brain cancer after a month of being in hospice with me. I'm devastated and have such a hole in my heart. Mock, I know how you feel. He was my constant companion and best friend.
Oh, Patrick, I'm so
I know.
sorry.
I just
We're
hate
so
that.
sorry. You guys pray for Patrick. Everybody pray. Take a moment today
Yeah.
and really like send love and prayers to Patrick. He needs it.
God bless him.
God bless
Ugh,
you.
That made me so hurt.
Ugh, God.
Kelly 1106, this is from the Ball Pit Crew, said, I spoke with my teens about conservatism as they were confused as they don't agree with the Groypers. I had to explain that that group are not true conservatives, and this is why it's important to research candidates and vote. Stay true to your faith.
Yes,
Thank you for
ma'am.
that.
Mhm.
GTG 1987 said, great show. Thank you very much for that. And eGrab4 said, Jennifer Welch is sabotaging her face. Back away from the plastic surgeon.
It's already happened. It's done. It's done.
It's
When
too
you look
late.
like a possum, it's too late.
Exactly. Audrey Krause 5 on Local said, welcome back, Mock. Sending hugs to you. Happy Veterans Day. Today is my twin grandson's first birthday. They will always have off from school on their special day. How cool is that? Have a great day, chicks. Roth Lady Wright said, Mock, so glad you're back. Candace is an evil she-devil that needs to sit all the F's down. I am so over her. Have a blessed Candace-free day. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Now you.
Okay, Tim Fullery, happy Veterans Day, Mock and Daisy. Keep fighting for the truth. I've booked my hotel for Stockyards Tono. Get your dancing shoes ready. I can't believe you've already done that. We haven't even
Don't do
done
that, you guys, because you got to get your tickets first.
Don't
It's
e-
not
right.
guaranteed.
Don't do that. My gosh. By the way, best way to remember Marcy's name, Per Alice. Go
Paralysis.
Lions.
You've been saying it right, I
Paralysis.
think.
I think I have. Yeah. I've been saying I've been saying Peralez. Marcy, and she's next. Marcy Peralez. Good morning, Mock and Daisy. Mock, any chance of pulling the Camp Tono video out of mothballs for the newbies that don't know the story?
The Camp Tono video. It probably would get us a copyright strike if we shared it
The little
nowadays.
girl.
But yeah, you can look up Cam Tono on YouTube
The little
and you
girl.
will see the little girl that inspired it with her mispronunciation of the word ice cream. It's the reason that we
It
call
is.
all of our events Camp Tono.
And what was her name? Her name was like Dixie or God, what was her name?
Oh, it was something unusual. You're right.
It was very Southern. It was super Southern. It was like Dixie or something like that. Or,
something like that.
Yeah. Anyways, she was darling. Robin Dye, Mock. I had a lot of floaties, eye floaties. I had a vitrectomy and they are all gone. Got to the point where I couldn't drive. Some days worse. Check it out.
That sounds surgery like though.
We do not
On
need
your
Mock to have another
eye?
surgery. Like
I can't do another one.
Oh my God, you guys!
I
Like
cannot.
I am over her having surgery. I'll have it for you. I'm like every other week she's having a surgery. I can't.
I cannot.
I just can't deal with it, Robin. I can't. Enough already. Samantha Capehart, shout out to my fellow vets and their families. Both my kids are Army brats and have to endure mom and dad being gone a lot, but they're tough. Go Army. God bless you, Samantha. So God bless all of our veterans.
Yeah.
Karen Pyra, The town of Ithaca and the school Ithaca are complete communist institutions. I know someone who came out of Ithaca completely different than when she went in. Oh,
Ugh.
teaching communism at that school.
That sucks.
Right?
That
Shelley
really
Ethington. It's ridiculous. Shelley Ethington, Veterans Day, originally Armistice Day, recognized at the end of World War I, changed in 1954 to honor all those who have served. Thank you for that, Shelley. It's always on November 11th, which is also my dad's birthday. Happy birthday to your daddy-o. Appropriate as he was a vet. He would be 96 today, and I bet he was badass. So I love that. Thank you for that. Robin Dye, 1/4 Sephardic Jew here. Did I pronounce that right? Sephardic
I think
Jew?
so.
Maiden name Solomon. God bless you, Robin. Jose Rodriguez, morning from Texas. Morning, Jose. And welcome back, Mock. All is well with the world when she's back. I love Corinne, but you guys know I got to have my Mock. I have to have Mock. What would Jasmine call rich little yellow people and despicable me? Dominions. Just make me dough. Just take my dough. Okay. C Noons. Honestly, Stevie Nicks' pregnancy would have cut into her Coke booze habit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's probably true, C Noons. And Jasmine's hair, someone put the poo emoji on her head. Appropriate balls. Yeah, it's a little poo-like up there.
It was a little poo-like.
Although I can't wait until I get to the point where I can put my hair up. That's all I want.
You were already there. Your hair was long enough.
I can put it in a ponytail, but I want to be able to put it up. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it would be easier to put it up high than it would be a ponytail.
No,
I think you can do it.
It's not quite thick and big enough to be able to put. I'm
But then
almost
just have
there.
some of it down. Like have most of it up, but then have the danglies.
I may try to. I'm about 3 or 4 months away, and then I'm gonna wear it up a little bit because it's just when you get to that point, that's why I'm growing it so I can pull it up. That's literally the reason. Okay, let's see. Anyway, Elizabeth Sutcliffe. Anyone else practicing witch vibes from Stevie Nicks? You get that? I get that. Yeah, she's pretty much a witch, but she's talented. I'm gonna give her that. She's talented. I really do like the music. I love Fleetwood Mac, y'all. I'm not gonna stop loving them. Sandy Stokes, y'all are the #1 podcast in our hearts.
Aww.
Sweet Sandy. MT, it's been 6 weeks. Where are the financial reports? Yeah.
What?
Is that
financial reports?
Are we talking about Candace? We're talking about Candace and the financial.
I have no idea.
Is that what we're talking about, Sandy? I'm sorry. MT, are we talking about that? The financial reports? MT, #1 on PodSource list, number 5 through 14 on Apple, Spotify, etc. Yeah, okay. I mean, we don't pay much attention to that. We just love what we do and we love our community and we just do it. We put our heads down and do what we do. We don't really pay much attention to lists. We never have. If we did, because
we've never been on them.
Totally. And we probably never will be. So
and that's fine.
And that's okay. We're totally okay.
It's not going to stop us.
No, we're still going to keep doing what we do. Holly, Don Henley married later in life in 1995 and had 2 daughters and a son with his wife. The Eagles documentary is amazing. I love the Eagles. And he talks about how haunted he is by the fact she aborted his child.
Oh my gosh. So
God bless him.
Yeah.
God bless him. I'm sure. I mean, that's the thing. Men are involved in this too, right?
Right.
MT, Charlie, remember me for my faith. Candy, nah.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah. MT, I despise her. Asking Christ to soften my heart. I have to do it every day.
I know.
Every single day.
God, she tests me. Oh, does she test me?
Every day. I try not. I want to throat punch people. And I'm like, Jesus, help me. Right. MT, TPUSA is 13 years old. Candace was there for 2.
She likes to think that she started it, but
yeah,
she can sit down.
They're there. Shelley Ethington, early dad joke. What is 6 afraid of? Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
Nah. I've got 3 more on Venmo that I need to share immediately.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Shannon Spofford said, Happy Veterans Day to all veterans, but especially to my Vietnam vet dad, my retired SEAL, love of my life, and to the boy that made me a mom, my Navy search and rescue son. Wow.
Badass men in your life. That's amazing.
I love each and every one of you beyond measure. America effing rocks.
Right?
Karen Marisco said, y'all would be so proud of me. I was accused of being a bot for Israel, getting 7,000 on X. LOL. I will take that as a compliment. And I'd also take a check if they want to give me one. God bless our chicks.
What is that? It's just constant.
From Warren Waddles, he said, from Don Quixote, relation to Judaism is measured in degrees of separation, each given a letter. If Mock's dad is a Jew, he is a Jew A. In the second layer out, that makes Mock a Jew B. I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh at that, but I laugh at anytime I hear the word Juby.
She's a Juby. She's a Juby. She's happily a Juby. All right, you guys. I'm not going to be here tomorrow because I'm traveling. So Mom is doing the show with Corinne. She's never done that before.
I've never done it.
Those two, like the hair alone is just gonna it's gonna blow you guys away.
Oh, I can't compete. I cannot compete with Corinne. Oh my
with
God.
Their hair. It's gonna be so fabulous tomorrow.
Compete.
Out of control tomorrow. You guys,
so please pray for Daisy's flight, for all of the team's flights that are, everybody's coming here. And I just need that all to work out.
And then I'll be back on Thursday, but I'm going to be traveling tomorrow. And if I get stuck somewhere, you're going to hear about me on the news. just putting it out there.
Don't get one of those viral videos. Don't assault anybody.
It'll be viral.
But by the way, speaking of Thursday's show, because tomorrow's a travel day and I am going to be going to Savannah to pick up my girls, there's not going to be a lot of time to prep a show. So for Thursday's show, we were thinking about not being informed about anything and simply answering your questions.
We're going to
in
do
real time.
Do a Q&A. So maybe you guys could think of questions for us and we could just do like a back and forth interactive talk to you and do questions and answers about anything you want to ask. Anything.
I mean, we'll try to know a few things like news related.
Right.
But
we can talk about a few news
can't
stories.
Make any promises.
We could do like a few news stories. And then Thursday, you guys can like give us some questions. We'll try to have like a list of questions and we're going to like shout out some people and answer like a lot of people and answer some questions. Where do you want people to send those? Like insiders?
Well, I mean, they can feel free to just do it in real time. I'm sure we'll have a lot. But just know, like prepare your questions in advance so that on Thursday we can scroll through and know what you want to know.
Right. And then if insiders and locals people want to give us some in advance, I think we should give them a little bit of a leg up. I think
Except that I can't because I can't promise I'm going to read them. I just know
okay,
me.
we may not read them all, but if you have some in advance, send us some and I'll look through some of them because I'll be on a plane and I'll have time.
Oh,
to do
okay.
that.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
So
you'll know them.
I can do that. I can compile some and then I can do that. So insiders and locals people, if you have some, send it. I'll compile some for Mock and I, and then we'll also do some live. I think that'll be super fun. So let's do that. Let's do a Q&A and then we'll cover some like newsworthy stuff on Thursday and that'll be a good time. Okay. All right. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, they'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll talk to you on Thursday. Okay. Bye guys.
Hello, beautiful people. This is the Chicks on the Right's Indian correspondent. Thank you for watching or listening. Be very sure to like, subscribe and ring the bell to stay up to date on all of their delicious content. Okay, thank you. Come again.
If I have